What's up, OG, triple OG?
It's your
OG,
man. Y'all already
triple.
know what it is. We got
OG.
some Corey on deck with the 5150 show. So, without further ado, let's get to the video.
I was watching the homegirl, River TV, who was on our show one time, and she was talking about how a lot of people have taken notice to black women not speaking to black men in the grocery store. That was just one of the topics the sister said. Well, we could just say black women not speaking to black men as you speak to them in public. And I want to talk about this because I hate to narrow it to only black people. There are white people that don't speak, white women that don't speak to white men when they talk to them.
Right.
When you speak to somebody and they don't speak back, that's a blessing. You have to be confident to understand that. If you just say hello to somebody and they don't speak back, that is a blessing.
Yeah, you go.
You learn a lot.
You gonna learn today.
Yep, you like they were scary. I don't want that.
But do you think, Darlene, do you think if a man speaks to you, like let's say you going in the laundromat and it's a smoke shop right next to the laundromat,
Well,
and the men outside the smoke shop, when you get out your car, hey baby, how you doing? Are you obligated to say something to those men?
Hell no!
I don't think being obligated is the right way to put it. But you know me because you actually even make fun of me for that because whatever you say, I'm either too nice or whatever, or want to be everybody.
Smoke shop.
No, I just like to be kind. I mean, you can answer somebody. It doesn't have to be a whole thesis. It doesn't have to be a whole freaking conversation. I can actually just be nice. It's just a kind way of, you can give people the brush off in a very kind way. I do it all the time.
How do you give men the brush off in a kind way? Because there's probably women watching who would like to have that information.
Give me an example. Like if you were
got out your car,
okay, and you're
and you walking in the grocery store. We'd make it a whole. You walking in the grocery
Okay.
store, and I'm just leaning on a shopping cart outside. Hey, baby, how you doing?
Oh, I'm great, thank you. How you doing?
No, you done fucked up, don't you?
That's Vic shit.
Hell no. And then when they say, oh, well, what's up? You want a friend? Oh, man, thank you so much. I always say this there's certain lines that I say. I say, you know
What do you say?
I say, thank you so much. You know what? I have somebody, but you made my day with that. Oh, you made my day. And then they're like, oh, okay. Or when they go, oh, well, you want a friend? I go, oof, I already got one. I go, oh, would you? And they always come back with the same line. Oh, but you can use more friends. And I was like, no.
No, these busted motherfuckers.
No,
be
but
like,
if they get
well,
rid
where
of
he
that
at then?
Well, then I'd be like, no, I've never had anybody extend it to that way. I think maybe twice in my entire lifetime, and the last one was so long ago. Because I was like, oh, that's not cool. I was like, you just going to be mean to me like that? And I was just trying to be real cool to you. Okay, well, my bad. I'm just saying, you don't have them. Okay.
Hey, Craig.
You be with me all the time. But I'm
If
saying
a
there's
woman-
ways of doing it.
If a woman tell you, like let's just say you speak to a woman.
Right.
And it goes beyond the hello, hey, and she say, hey, I have a man.
Can I take it?
What do you, of course, what do you say to that?
I'll just crack a joke. I won't never disrespect a man. I would
My nigga.
say something with that. I thought because you had big ears like me, we had something in common. They'll laugh like, yeah, But I
See,
never.
you is different for you, because you ain't no motherfucker who ever really had a problem getting a girl.
No, never.
This is the point I'm trying to make out of this when it comes to speaking to strangers.
No problem.
Everybody who's brought up in the city life.
No problem.
I can't always talk about what happens in Oregon, in the rural country area.
Howdy.
Right. I can't. I don't think I could talk about that. D, it's okay if you step away and go talk to him. It's okay.
Sorry, guys.
But what I'm saying is, when a man speaks to you as a woman, if you grew up in the city life, when a man speaks to you, there's reason for alarm.
You're goddamn right.
I hate to say that, but if you from the city, these major hubs, Chicago, LA, New York, all that, if a man speaks to you, there is reason for alarm, because most men who are trying to speak to you, listen to this, are bitch raised.
Just a bitch ass nigga.
So if they was brought up by a bitch, do they know how to act?
Hell no.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They take rejection personally. You could say it just like Darlene said. Oh, well, you know, I got somebody. Them motherfuckers who are bitch raised, men who are bitch raised, the first thing they do is say, if you got a man, where you at?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
When a man speak to you like that, this is starting to be more alarming. He's taking it to the next level because he, as somebody who don't know you, expect you to explain more than what he needs to know. Because all he needs to know is you got somebody.
You damn right.
Well, can let me
No, hit it, Craig.
Or you're not interested.
All he needs to know. I'm talking about a man who is respectable. All he needs to know is you got somebody. I'm not saying you can't get somebody who got somebody, but you don't owe him no explanation if he's trying to pursue you after you say he got somebody. He is supposed to do something amazing, not put you on the spot.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
I got a man. After she say she got a man, you are supposed to do something amazing if you still want her. Not put her on the spot to keep answering your questions and you probably a buster. Because see, guys who can do things amazing, they get the girls. What's amazing?
It's more than charm.
It's more than charm.
Yeah, because charm.
Some guys have amazing charm. Some guys have amazing money. Some guys maybe feel like if I just get a chance to do this and get to know her a little more, I could get with her. But it's motherfuckers out here who ain't coming with nothing but bitch raised man shit.
Yo, you know what your problem is, baby boy?
I don't like motherfuckers I know who ain't got nothing to offer a bitch talking to bitches. Do that make me a hater?
No.
I'm talking about I know people personally who really be shooting at a woman. It might even be a woman you know,
Right.
which puts you more on the spot.
Right.
Because they look at you and you don't want to be like, don't f with that nigga. That nigga live with his auntie. And she ready to put him out.
Y'all don't want me here? Y'all kick me out then.
But half the time, though, I've never even said.
Some of these
That I
bitches
actually
are
have
homeless,
somebody.
and they homeless bitch looking to put them in, not put them out. They got to put in and put out.
I'm just letting you know, when a man speaks to you, be alarmed. If after you tell him you got somebody and he keeps coming at you, there's reason to raise your alarm level a little higher.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Unless he's coming with something amazing. If he's not coming with nothing amazing, you have to let him know, all right, sir, please. I never want to disrespect you, but you're doing a little too much. Please let me go on about my way.
That's perfect, Corey. There you go. Yeah. And half the time, I've never even had to say that I actually have somebody else. My good one that I go to a lot is bad timing. And they're like, what?
We don't know what you're talking about. What
I
is
know.
your good one?
Bad timing. I tell them, ooh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Like if they give
Oh,
me
you
a
saying
nice
what you
compliment,
try to tell them.
I tell them. I say, I accept the compliment, and I tell them, wow, you know what I'm saying? Thank you so
Bad
much.
timing is going to make the average man want to know what the timing is.
He ain't lying.
No, not really. But it's about half and half. About half and half. But they usually back away because they see it's just she's not interested.
Right.
So
What was you finna say, Craig?
I say, well, bitch raised, their mothers create chaos. They create turmoil. So a defense mechanism that bitch raised develop is they they have to find pleasure in it. So they find pleasure, sadistic pleasure, in watching people suffer from the chaos they create. So when they find out a woman has a man, they want to create some sort of off balance or a reaction or some sort of struggle in her nature, because that makes them feel empowered that they can create confusion in somebody's life. They don't just do that with the women they they do that with the homeboys that they argue with when they're not around them, and they try to sully their reputations. They do that at work with their boss. They always have this superiority complex where they feel like even if it's shit they're not qualified to have, they want to make a play at certain things that have the semblance of power because they feel like they deserve things that they didn't earn. You know what I mean? So that's a personality quirk that all bitch-made have.
God damn it, I like the way you do business.
Anything that doesn't go their way, they try to, they like them bullies in them 80s movies.
Let me give you an example of that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know a situation where a bitch made, they don't even know that they a bitch made sometimes. First of all, a bitch made is a man who was raised up by an ain't shit bitch and he been put out here. He ain't had no real influence from a real man.
I should be like you, Melvin? You a man?
No, little nigga, you can never be like me.
That he was able to grow off of.
Right.
So this is a situation that just had me laughing because I know a bitch made motorcycle type. He ride with the motorcycle crew, right?
Yeah, I know a nigga like that. He's such a bitch made. Don't nobody want him in their motorcycle.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say. So this bitch, I'm gonna make the long story short. This bitch made this straight lame man who swearing now he's like everything because he a big yoke motherfucker, but he's bitch made. Yeah. He moved in with a woman and start trying to make the woman he moved in her house with, make her 14-year-old son start walking his dogs and clean up after the dogs.
Oh, hell no.
You know what he said? You live here, you got to earn your keep, and you got to do something. Because he fucking his mama. Ugh. But it took somebody to tell him, hey, he 14 years old, living with his mama in a Section 8 place. He's supposed to be here. Right. You ain't even supposed to be here, buster ass nigga. And you trying to get him to walk your dogs. It's like the bitch ass motherfucker didn't even understand he a bitch ass motherfucker. He couldn't do nothing but look stupid like.
It's oblivious to him, right? He's
trying to tell the kid what to do. You coming moving in with a bitch.
Yeah, that kid has no respect.
Bringing dogs and expect the kid to be your slave in an apartment that's paid for by the government for the kid and his mama.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Oof.
But these are the motherfuckers that get mad when you don't speak to them like they want you to speak to them in public.
Yeah, you can.
That's why I say it's a societal issue because I know most of the time, most men are in a bad situation in the city life when you are staying in a neighborhood where there's a Little Caesars Pizza. If you're anywhere around a Little Caesars Pizza, that's a neighborhood full of guys struggling.
It's a couple restaurants because we ain't got Little Caesars in Arkansas. You got motherfucking Coney Islands. You got
a Round Table.
You got a
Wait,
I'm just saying, I'm using them like them little areas where if the man just hanging out in front of these areas, he probably has nothing to offer somebody other than dick.
You'll learn what a long dick look like today.
And maybe he can paint. So
just at rallies.
What happened? Rallies. If there's a rallies over there, church's chicken, yes. If you are around a church's chicken and a man trying to holler at you, he probably has nothing to offer.
Burger basket.
And they got a motorcycle.
Somebody said piece of pan. Y'all crazy motherfucker. I'm saying, hey, so I get women worried about who talking to them, but every conversation should give you enough information to know if you need to be trying to deal with them in the first place anyway.
That's true. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything somebody say that come out their mouth, I'm listening to you and I'm studying you. I'm mainly watching you. When you talk to a woman and she be like, you be like,
I was just gonna say,
she been through it.
One of the number one things is the playing victim thing for women, and then the ability, the inability to, realize and admit when you're wrong, deal with it straight on, and not creatively try to sidestep any accountability that comes from the mistakes you make. Sometimes we say things and we do things and we're dead wrong, and when we do it, it don't seem like it's dead wrong. But when it's time to deal with the consequences of that, if you're a healthy individual, you could be like, I was wrong about that. I apologize. If it's always on somebody else, what somebody else did, and that's why you did it, or these are telltale signs of people who fit, in my opinion, the character traits of the people you're describing.
Right. Let me help the guys who are broke, because I used to be dirt broke. I'm talking about I used to be looking for somebody to lay up off of. At one time in my life when I was a young man.
Charisma and all that.
If you're trying to break the ice with a woman and you have nothing, your best chance is to walk up to that woman and say, have you accepted Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior? This is how you break the ice where bitches are not alarmed for the most part and they actually think you might be worth something. This is what you have to do.
That's funny, yes.
I'm serious, dog.
All right, man. This is a topic that's talked about a little bit, but it needs to be talked about more. A lot of men have been in a situation where they've been, down and out, probably ain't got a job or, probably struggling or whatnot. Some men just make this as a job as far as, what I'm saying, like laying up on a woman, moving in with her, probably somebody with low self-esteem, somebody who got a lot of kids on them, their baby daddy didn't left them. I got a name for these dudes, and I call them hobosexuals. They looking for a woman with a crib, low self-esteem, probably, heavy set. They looking for a way to get in, where they got shelter, food to eat, and probably somebody's kids to boss around, right? Now, as far as speaking to a woman and she's saying that she got a man, if a woman say that she got a man, then I feel like she off limits. You know what I'm saying? That's the end of the story. Ain't nothing else to talk about. But then you got these men, these dudes that cause chaos or whatnot, as Craig said, they want to cause chaos. She might be in a relationship, but this dude, he gonna try to talk her out of drawers the best way he can. If he can get a little bit in, if it's just a tiny little hole and he can get in, he gonna try to get in. That's why I feel like it's best for a woman to not even really even say nothing. If you in a relationship or if you married or something and a man speaking to you or whatever, what difference does it make if a man speaking to you or, he want to tell you it's a good day or something like that? Dude is trying to get in some type of way. And if a woman let him in, he gonna slide right on in. I give these dudes another name, a thirsty ass. They thirsty as hell. They can't go find their own stuff. They got to find something that another man didn't worked on and didn't put his energy all in this and built this woman up and all that stuff. And then here come some hobosexual or some thirsty ass to try to, cause chaos in your relationship. Just like Corey said, all this man needs to know is that you got a man. That's it. There's nothing else to talk about, nothing else to be discussed. Keep it pushing. Because if you stand there and entertain this man and talk to him either further as far as the conversation going, then he gonna get the wrong idea. I always give my wife instructions. If a man, try to talk to you or whatever, you can be nice or whatever, just like D was talking about being nice or whatnot. Because you got some crazy dudes that will put hands on a woman because of rejection. They can't take rejection. Just like Corey said, they can't take rejection, so they keep it on, keep pressing them and pressing. And some dudes, they so weak that they want to put hands on you because you rejected them. So, I advise my wife, just be nice, keep a smile on you, tell him no thanks, I got a man or whatever, and keep it rolling. Because you can run into a weirdo. You can run into a bitch ass, as they say. And then you'll be in a situation where it's like, damn, I could have did it this way, I could have did it that way. But as I say again, just be nice, keep a smile, but keep it pushing. You ain't got to hold no conversation with nobody, but 9 times out of 10, he there to try to accomplish what he's trying to work on. And like they said, a lot of these men don't have the influence from a real man.
But I'm a man, goddammit.
They don't know what a real man is. They've been raised by a single mother, and not just any single woman, because I was raised from a single woman. And my mama, she taught me, how to be respectful to women. And then the type of man that a woman is looking for, a man with money, a man with wisdom, a man with knowledge. A woman ain't just looking for no dude to come up and lay up in her house and eat up all her food and tell her kids what to do. And she on Section 8. What type of crap is that? Before I go, I want to send a shout out to my moms. She ain't doing so good right now. If y'all can say a prayer for her, I appreciate that. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this whole thing with the hobosexual, that's what I call them. These men that just can't take rejection. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it in the comments.
What's up, OG?
It's your man, y'all already know what it is. The next video is Ghetto Talk. Up out of here. Peace.